Hello, I am the Media Dunce, and I'm launching a new series called Small Tweaks That Would Have Saved Bad Movies. I'm starting off with one of the most notorious movies of them all, The Phantom Menace. Yes, I am prepared to argue that a few fixes could have saved the prequel trilogy, so before you start disliking this video in droves, let's begin. Number 1. Give Jar Jar an ulterior motive. Late in 2015, a theory came out that Jar Jar was secretly a Sith or some villain. Throughout the movie, he's a klutz. Now, we've had a quirky character introduced in the form of Yoda. When audiences first saw Yoda in Empire Strikes Back, Yoda was silly. But we soon learned that Yoda was acting, so make Jar Jar's clumsiness an act, and let audiences know that it is an act. Have a scene where Jar Jar communicates with Darth Sidious himself or something. Also, during the final battle, Jar Jar has all of this random luck in destroying the droid army. Gives some strong indication that he knew what he was doing. Number 2. Scale back Jar Jar's clumsiness. Don't worry, this is the last Jar Jar related tweak. While the introduction of Yoda was a main component of The Empire Strikes Back, the movie didn't go out of its way to rub Yoda in our faces. Likewise, even with Jar Jar having an ulterior motive, there is a saying about not beating a dead horse. I feel that the Tatooine section of the movie is where they became excessive. Scale back a little. We can have a clumsy person without having him step in poo, or react to a fart that really doesn't contribute to the saga in any plausible way. Number 3. Don't kill cool villains in the movie they are introduced. The one thing Phantom Menace did have going for it was Darth Maul. Given that there were 2 movies planned after this one, we have to save him for at least episode 2. Or not. This is something Disney gets wrong. Disney shows some badass villains, say in The Lion King, The Little Mermaid, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, kill them off, and the sequel's villains fail to top the first villain. Granted, Maul came back in Star Wars The Clone Wars and later in Star Wars Rebels, but for the sake of the trilogy, he's dead. Number 4. Make Anakin a little older. Anakin becomes the iconic Darth Vader, so introduce him as a 13 or 14-year-old boy. Luke started his journey when he was 19 years old, give or take. Star Wars rhymes. Anakin shouldn't be that much younger. Furthermore, since we're already setting up his future wife, who was a queen, they should appear to be of similar ages. Yes, Padme was only 14, but can you really tell that by watching the movies alone? How it should have ended made that observation in one of their videos.
So we barely know each other.
Number 5. Replace some of the politics with more Clone Wars setup.
You fought the Clone Wars?
In the original Star Wars, it was established that Obi-Wan and Luke's father fought in the Clone Wars. Since Anakin and Obi-Wan meet in this movie, it makes sense that the Clone Wars will be covered, which is what happened. You have this occupation of Naboo, where people are in these camps and people are dying. Show some of these camps. Other star systems are probably watching the occupation and watching the Republic practically do nothing about it. Make us feel some of the tensions in the galaxy. The Senate is corrupt. Show more than just the Queen getting upset when she's in the Senate chamber. That about wraps it up. Does this fix all the movie's flaws? No. As CinemaSins would say, and I'm paraphrasing here so they don't sue me, all movies have flaws. I could have gone after the Midichlorians, but I feel that they only get the hate they get because we were looking for reasons to hate the movie. It was Jar Jar that tanked it. Once we knew the hate the movie, we looked for other things wrong with it, and Midichlorians ended up on our radar. I personally like knowing a little science behind the Force. Besides, It can't be any worse than this. Thank you for watching. I don't yet know how frequently I'll be able to upload videos, but if you subscribe, you'll know when I do. See you next time when I attempt to fix Attack of the Clones.